And here I am with Paul. It's an exciting day. I think I've been milking this a little bit too long. I think it's time to unveil it. What do you think, Paul?
I think it's a good idea.
Yep, let's do it.
Dun, 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 dun.
And introducing the new build, a Toyota Corolla KE20 1973. Now it is just about to pour on us, so let's get this on the trailer and then we can talk about it once it's on.
Little baby, going for a ride, going for a ride, going for a ride.
Okay, and it's on the trailer. Now, it doesn't have any brakes, so it did make it a bit hairy getting on the trailer. You can see some damage on the front passenger side where it has gotten onto a trailer before and rolled forward, so we were a bit concerned about that, but we were able to get it on without any damage, which is fantastic. Let's get it in the car and get this thing back to my shed. There's nothing worse than loading a car on the trailer while it's raining. It's the fucking worst.
Yeah. It seems to be the way though. Well, when I went to load it on the first time in 16 something years, it was threatening to rain, and then nosedived it off the end of the trailer, and then it started raining.
Do we need to clip down the bonnet?
I mean, safety. My fault. It's been a long time coming though. Pretty excited.
It's been a long time. It's been, what, 16 years?
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. You know, when you like push it out and you get some wheels on it, you just like, you start to get excited again.
Yeah.
Then I was going through all the boxes and finding the parts and things like that. I was like, because I've got tubs and tubs and tubs of parts, and they're not they're not labelled because logically you should have labelled them when you put them away. So I'm opening every tub and I'm looking and I'm like, oh, I remember that part. And I'm like, oh, I remember the story of how I got that part. Fuck yeah. Yeah.
And then I'm sure you're gonna come across parts where you're like, what the fuck is this part for?
I mean, I did come across a box of undercar neons.
Oh, cool.
Like, oh, yeah.
Yep.
Too fast, too furious.
Neons are coming back. Neons are coming back. I love neons, undercar neons. I'm a millennial though, so that generation of guy, like.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess the new age way of doing it is under the wheel arches, not under the car.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I don't like that though.
No,
Like,
so you don't like little alien craft like floating around.
Loving that of that undercar glow. And you can get some really good ones, but it's hard to get good ones now because like it's only just really coming back.
So I got ones from a decade ago.
Turn them on, your alternator goes, ugh, 60 million lights. So these cars came with a 3K, didn't they?
Yeah, little 1.2 litre 3K.
Yep.
You know, they do the job, and they came with a 4-speed manual, and which is, I don't know, or a commuter car. They're nothing special. But when I bought this, it came with the 4K engine, which is 1.3.
Yeah.
And I had the 5-speed, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. And you know, when you're young, and I was like, oh, there's a bigger engine.
No replacement for displacement. I need more power.
Yeah, I need my little baby engine to be slightly bigger.
Yeah.
It needs to be a toddler engine. So they like the 1.5 out of the Lightace. And so a 5K.
Yeah, and it's still the carby version. It's not the EFI.
Yeah, well, I actually stuck the same carby straight over the top of it. So, you know, it used to run, you know, I adjusted it myself. So it used to run a little bit too rich, but
As you do. Which is fine.
You always used to have that sweet smell of petrol in the air when you're driving it. And for such a small car, it wasn't overly.
Which is surprising. I mean, like, I had the 4K in the panel van, and I had aircon in it. Do you know they used to put like aftermarket aircons from the dealers?
Wow, you had one of those?
Yeah, in the silver panel van, and then I'd have to turn it off at the lights because it would idle. But as soon as you turn the aircon on, it would just stop.
Oh shit!
So I didn't have enough power to like idle normally with the aircon on.
Well, imagine how much parasitic loss it would have whilst driving.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of a supercharger.
Oh, you knew. Like in some cars, you turn the aircon on, and you're like, this is fine. In this car, I was like, I'm choosing to be comfortable right now.
Yeah. It's like you see a big hill coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn the aircon off. Got to make choices here, people.
It really is about choices in old cars, isn't it? It's like, well, I'm going to choose
compromise.
Yeah, it's compromise.
The build. Yeah.
It's either I'm going to have safety, or I'm going to have style, or I'm going to have, you know, like aircon, or I'm going to have no power. Or...
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, no, I found the tub with the calipers. They appear to be girl lock calipers. I believe they're out of the KE20.
Yep.
And I found the backing plates that you need to swap it over with the stud pattern and things like that. So I reckon there are a couple more tubs that I need to find, but you've got the other parts.
So you do the hubs as well, or just the brakes?
Well, you got to change the hubs. I don't know. There's some little, like, you know, change a bearing here to this bearing, and it, you know, which means that you can take that and then it converts it from, you know, 4x110 or whatever it is, 4x100. No, it is 110.
Yeah.
To the 4x114.3, and then you can go the K70 rotors.
Yeah.
But you'll have to get on the ancient forums, you know, back in those days,
where half the pages don't work anymore.
Oh no! And then you get on Facebook and you post about it, and then some smart ass is like, "Oh, why don't you get onto the forums archive?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I tried."
Half of it doesn't work, and then you just ask the question, and there's always someone going, "This is answered already."
Yeah.
It's like, okay, thanks, mate. I'm a millennial. I don't know how to search on Facebook for that particular advice. And that's why the same questions come up every bloody day. Like, just Facebook, you can search, but it's so hard to search for the particular thing that you want on Facebook.
Yeah.
So you just end up seeing the same bloody questions coming through and being asked a million times. So what else have you done to it? So you've got the 5K in it with, is it the KE20?
Yeah, so it's currently the KE20 manual. Like
So-
I have these dumb thought trains of putting some sort of an auto, but like the autos that you got that just bolt up behind the K series, you got the Toyo Glide 2-speed, or you got the Trimatic 3-speed. And I was like, with a 5K engine, it's pretty much a light truck engine. It's like, I don't know how that would go. It sounds very droney, maybe.
Yeah,
But,
true.
yeah, I don't know. I have these like really dumb dreams of like putting like a CVT, like auto in it. Like obviously like elastic band, you know what I mean? All you do is wind it up and go doing, doing, which might be good with a little light truck engine. I just don't know. But I mean, at the end of the day, we'll just run it with the KE20 and I'll enjoy it. And if I get dreams of crazy feelings, I might put an auto in it in the future. It's just
might be a
I
Bill
want
part
it
too.
I just want it to be that. I don't want to be tempted to do silly things on the road. It literally is just, we're gonna like create a cruisy car, comfortable car that just, it's all about just literally like a lead sled driving down the road like an Impala, where it's just like, it's not about speed, it's about just enjoying the drive.
But you don't have to brake for the corners.
Well, yeah, I mean, boats are pretty hard to go around the corners. Like that thing's more like a jet ski.
Yeah, it is. Because they're like got a steering box and things like that.
Oh yeah.
And you want to stick with the steering box?
Oh yeah, look, the steering box is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do the crazy rack and pinion out of the
So I think
KE70.
KE70s.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's plenty of things. Like, these cars have been around a very long time, and a lot of people have done a lot of things to them. But at the end of the day, a steering box is fine.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I still run a steering box on my 80 series Land Cruiser. Like, I haven't died yet. But I don't know. As for other modifications, it's got a one-piece tail shaft out of a KE10 actually to suit, and I changed the yokes and to sort of suit the light A stiff.
Yeah. So it's got the light A stiff as well.
Yeah, well, I needed something a bit wider, and 4x114.3.
Because obviously the 5K has obviously more torque. We're talking a little bit here, but it's more torque.
Yeah, well, it's
than the 3K.
it's a torquey engine compared to a 3K.
Yeah. So having that short gear ratio would be good for something like a hill climb car or something like that. But pretty useless for what you went for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's got more highway gears in it, sort of long gears. So I haven't actually driven it with that diff in it. So to be honest, I don't know what the combination feels like. I mean, I could just go take a light ace for a drive, but I haven't done that.
It'd be hard to sort of gauge that as well, because the light ace is obviously going to be heavy as
Yeah, well, yeah.
compared to that. Because what do they weigh? Like 750, 760 kilos or something?
Yeah, I think, what was it?
They're light as hell.
Yeah, it's about 700 kilo.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't had it on a weighbridge or anything, but it's probably about that 700 to 750. Yeah.
So light.
It's ridiculous. They don't make cars like that. It's like, I mean,
Safety.
yeah, well, I mean, if you get into an accident, you're essentially sitting in a beer can. When you close the doors, it's literally like, ding, ding. Yeah, it's not that that reassuring thud.
Thud.
Of
Yeah,
of
I
a new
closed the
car.
door a few times
Yeah.
a little bit too hard.
Yeah, it's more like ding, ding.
And then the rattles.
And you can hear absolutely everything. Which is the noise in that thing.
That's kind of good though. I like that. I
Yeah.
spend most of my time making newer cars sound a bit more like that. take out like carpets and stuff like that.
You're removing the sound.
Yeah, I'm removing the sound deadener with some dry ice, hitting it with a hammer. And I was like, now it sounds like what I'm used to.
It's got that airy tone to it. You can hear the tyre noise. Yeah.
Oh shit, we got some strapping that's come loose. Or
We got some flappies.
got some flappies.
Nice.
That's okay. Well, the guy behind us is like, we're only doing 90 in a 100 zone, and the guy behind us is like 300 meters behind us. Like, I ain't having any part of that.
Don't know what that thing is on
Yeah.
the back of the trailer.
I'm not doing that. When it's safe, we'll pull over and I'll work that out.
You want a hand?
No, I'm just going to wait for this guy to go around us and then...
Did something pull up behind you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Lana. No wonder they're so terrified.
It lasts for hours and hours and hours.
So the plan for this car is to get it roadworthy and registered, yeah?
Yeah,
to enjoy it.
yeah. I just want to drive it again.
Yeah.
Just want to get those nostalgic feelings. Yeah, just.
Yeah.
Do you know how you got certain albums that you used to listen to,
Mhm.
and they like you've sort of been reserving them, so when you can drive that car again, you can just listen to that album from start to finish, back to back, and it
Yeah.
just brings back all those memories. I've got a couple of albums where I definitely want to do that, but just having that vehicle there for so long, I
Is
just
Butterfly Effect one of them?
it is.
It is, yeah.
As you know.
And maybe some Muse thrown in there?
No,
No, not early Muse?
No, actually.
No, Butterfly Effect. Okay, I can see what the theme you're going with, though.
Yeah, Butterfly
Begins
Effect.
here in Amigo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, massively.
Cool. So the plan is to get it to a point where we get it roadworthy and registered and on the road.
Yeah.
That's exciting. There's a lot to do. So I think the plan for me is I'm going to pull it all apart. I think the engine needs to be resealed at this point. It's been sitting for 16 years. I won't try and start it the way it is.
No.
I think it's best to pull it all apart, reseal everything, make sure all the seals are good, check all the compressions, clean out anything I need to clean out, and then put that back together. Do the same for all the suspension components. We're obviously going to put different hubs on the front and brakes, and need to get the braking system all sorted. So check the lines. Any lines that need replacing, we'll replace the lines.
Yeah.
And then, so the first goal is to get it, all the suspension and engine done so it can be moved.
Yeah.
And then we'll go into the body phase. We'll work on the body. So yeah, get all the drivetrain done and suspension done. That is the first goal.
Yeah.
And then we'll work on body. Because then at least I can get it off the hoist, get it outside, move it around when needed. So I've got multiple people asking me right now to do things for their cars.
Popular man.
I don't have enough hours in the day.
Yeah. That's it.
If you're ever regularly moving cars around at home and you've got any sort of incline, it gets a bit hard. So what I've done is I've got an ATV winch at the back of my workshop that I've just bolted to the concrete, and then I can tie it to any car that I'm trying to winch around that doesn't run. It works a treat. I forgot to charge the battery, but it's a really big battery, so it should be good. And it is in the shed. Time to start the build, eh?
Let's go.
Please like and subscribe as it does help at the channel. And I'll see you in the next video where we start pulling this thing apart. Whoop, whoop. Woo.